Hi, we're at Tatton Park today. We started on Tuesday and now it's Saturday. We ran 24-hour shifts from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we've completed our task today. Guests arrive at 3 and we're pretty much set. I've got to say, what we've created here today is complete heavenly magic. Actually seeing it and putting the lighting on has just been absolutely incredible. Because when you've been planning something for 18 months and then it actually comes to life and then you see it, it's a little bit teary. So we're all a bit like, wow, that's just so beautiful and so heavenly. The bride saw it without the lights on this morning and she was just taken back. What we've put together today I've never done ever in my entire life. It's just so beautiful, and a combination of like crystals against gold foliage against beautiful flowers and mirror, where you've got a real modern touch to a room with the crystal and the 3D mirrors is just incredible. We didn't think we would pull it off and we did, so that's what we're really happy about. We had a little bit of a nightmare 2 days ago. Some of the night staff had come in and put a mirror up in the wrong location and they were trying to say they couldn't move it, but us being us is absolutely no compromise at all. And we did move the mirror. It took 20 guys to move it and we did shove it across and reline the path. But again, it's all down to detail. So even though someone makes a mistake and doesn't put something in place where it should be done because they thought it would be easier to go there, that's not acceptable. Once you've planned something, it needs to be then executed as per client's instruction. And they know exactly what we've planned and every detail that happens. When they walk around and spot all the things that we talked about in the meeting is all come to life, then they get really happy inside and have confidence in the product. My advice is to stick to the plan and don't deviate from it whatsoever. If it's not executed as per plan, then you've not planned it correctly. And everyone knows 85–90% of this whole process of putting these events together is to do with the planning. The 10% execution is a doddle if the planning is done correctly. So spend your time on the planning. What we wanted to do was build a magical garden, and where we've got this ambience of gold and pink in here in the main room, we've gone from that to a complete contrast of sort of silvers and pinks. From when you're walking down the tunnel from the dining area into the desserts area, you will just feel that there's a massive transformation of colour in your eye and you won't know why. But it's just the foliage that's from gold to silver, which is going to make that massive effect. Again, beautiful display from Tony over the dessert stations. We've bought desserts from all around the UK, so hopefully the dessert station will just give them that final wow factor. So I think initially when they come out on the drinks reception lawn, can I just say we have the most glorious day today again. We're up to probably 30 degrees. So I had to put some parasols out because you know what the Indians are going to complain about. It's too hot, whatevs. So anyway, we've got this Italian garden which is going to just blow them away with beautiful mocktails and lots of canapes and things. Obviously there's no alcohol on this gig whatsoever. And then they're going to come through into the event space here behind me and have this magical romantic dinner, and then we're going to take them into the dessert area, which will be a very cool, cutting edge, trendy but beautiful again event space of where they'll have their desserts, tea and coffee. They'll be on the stage, take some photographs, we'll do the ruxity and off they go home. We decided to go down the route of Tony Markley because we did a beautiful wedding together at the Dorchester, and what he created that day with Walter and myself and Sheetal was absolutely incredible, and it was exactly what the bride wanted. So when we were talking to our bride, she'd seen these videos and things and she wanted that feel and look, but she wanted this cutting edge feel to it, and there was nobody else in the whole country that I could even talk to about doing something like this. So we brought Tony on board and we started talking to him, and obviously with his sketches, etc., and started bringing stuff to life. The whole process of Richard from Sterling, and then from Tony, and then from Walter, and then me and Sheetal, and then obviously my whole team putting it together. It was a complete joint effort, because the production behind me couldn't be complete without 4 or 5 companies working together and making sure that everything was hung correctly and put correctly and lit correctly for it to look like it does at the minute. So we're really first honoured to work with him. I'm really happy that we're working with Tony, and hopefully, you know, we'll do some more work in the future on these beautiful sort of big fat Asian weddings.
We arrived on Wednesday morning. Had to wait a little bit of a while because there was an awful lot of production coming in as well, but it was everyone was patient and we all managed to load in, and then the flower truck arrived and that was another big load in. And it's always interesting because you have to condition everything, get everything ready, put it all in fresh water for it all to open in time for the event. So we worked quite a few hours in the days leading up, and they've been in today and finished everything off, tidied everything up and set all the candles ready, so we're all ready to go ahead and light them when the guests are about to arrive. The mirrors on the side of the room, the infinity panels, were an idea that we wanted to feel that the flowers were sort of carried on working into the room and then cascaded onto the tables. So we worked with S2 to try and create these panels that had multi-layers of different types of mirror. The trees we had made overhead to give a feel of a forest, a kind of glamorous crystal forest, and the crystals were imported all the way from China. All of the crystals have mirror underneath to increase the reflection. I think it's always amazing when you work together with all the teams, the production team, Silverfox, to achieve something that's truly special. And although it's only here for a few hours, you know, people say, well, you've got to take it all down, what's it going to be like? Yeah, it is sad, but the thing for me is it's always in the people's memories. You've created something that they'll never forget, which is really cool.
We're really lucky to get the opportunity to put these things together. And when we do this, and we do get the opportunity and the budget to put something like this together, we're all in. But when we actually produce it and see it, it's just so magical for us. It's not about the money. It's not about the time and the 18 months worth of meetings and everything else that you go through. It's what you see today. It's just so beautiful. And there's so many people who put so much time into this to make this happen for this beautiful family that we're working for. And it just really all makes it worthwhile.